Hi guys, Mountain Dew here, and in today's tutorial we will be looking at how to set up the workspace for creating a Minecraft mod for 1.12.2. Let's get started. Before we start getting to the fun stuff such as blocks, items, and biomes, we need to do a couple of things first. The first thing we have to do is install Java. The reason for this is because Minecraft runs on Java, and Java is necessary for modifying Minecraft. We'll be installing the Java JDK, which is the Java Development Kit, and Java Runtime Environment, or JRE. So remember those little terms and acronyms, because that is going to be very important in this little episode here, so you gotta remember JDK and JRE. There are links in the description to download these things, JDK and JRE, but I have them all up here. So I got the JDK, Java SE Development Kit 8. I also have the Java Runtime Environment, and I have Eclipse, which is basically where you're going to be doing all of your coding, and Minecraft Forge, which is necessary for all the base files that you will use to mod Minecraft. So for now though, we're gonna install the JDK. So come over to the link in the description that says Java SE Development Kit. Scroll on down to where it says Java SE Development Kit 8U172. Choose 8U172 instead of 8U171, because 8U171 doesn't really work good with Forge. Like, Forge and 8U171, they don't really like each other, or any one version for that matter, so always go for the 2 edition, like always the second one, 8U172. So you just gotta accept the license agreement. I already did that, but it'll be like this one, so it'll be like there. But be sure to download it, check the accept license agreement box from the Java SE Development Kit 8U172. So now you're gonna click on the one that corresponds to your operating system. So if you're on Windows, choose the version that corresponds to you. If you're on Solaris, choose one of these. If you're on Mac, choose the one for Mac OS X. And if you're on Linux, choose whichever one of these corresponds to your machine. But since I'm on Windows 64-bit, I'm gonna download the Windows x64 edition. So I'm just gonna download this here, and it will start downloading the installer. So this might take a while. Okay, so now that it's downloaded, you'll run the installer like so. So you just click on it if you're on Chrome. But if you're on something like Microsoft Edge, you would click run instead of the save thing. So just run the installer here. And it should appear with a little thing where it's like, oh, do you want this to make changes to your device? Always click yes. And it should load up the installer here. Here we go. So this wizard is basically the installer for Java JDK. So you would just want to click next. Don't worry about these things here. Just hit next, and it should just start installing. So I'll be right back when another thing happens to this window. Okay, so I'm back here, and as you can see, another window has appeared. So you don't need to change this folder. You do not want to change it. This is because this is the file path where we would want to install our environment variables later. So just click next, and it should just install Java. So I'll be back when it's done. Okay, so now it should say Java SE Development Kit update 172 64-bit is successfully installed. So this means that Java SE Development Kit is now installed and ready to go. Once you've installed the Java JDK, you will want to install the Java Runtime Environment. So this is basically what runs Java on your PC. and it's what allows Java code to be executed and ran. So you just gotta go to Google Chrome here, or your web browser, and click on the link in the description of this video that says Java Runtime Environment, and it will bring you to this page. So now that you're at this page, scroll down until you get to the Java SE Runtime Environment 8U172. It has to be 172 and not 171. I outlined that in the previous section of this video where I installed the JDK. So now that you've accepted the license agreement, I've already done that, but here you're gonna click on the one that corresponds to your operating system. But if there's a catch here, if you install, there's two Windows 64 bits. Oh no, what do I do? Well, you just gotta find the one that says .exe at the end instead of the .tar. So if you're on Mac, then you choose the DMG version. If you're on Windows 32-bit, you choose the Windows 32-bit offline edition, but it has to be the .exe. If you're on Solaris, then you have to download the tar. I'm sorry. If you're on a Linux machine, then you're just gonna download the RPM, depending on if you're 32 or 64-bit. But I'm Windows 64-bit, so I'm just gonna download the exe for that, and it should just automatically download for me, and I'll be back when it is downloaded. Okay, so now that it is downloaded the installer, you're just gonna run it, and it should come up with something like, oh, do you want this app to make changes to your device? Always click yes, and just wait for the installer to load here. Okay, here we go. So welcome to Java, and you don't want to change the destination folder, you just want to click install, and it'll just install the runtime environment for you. So I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so now it says you have successfully installed Java, so now you just gotta click close, and that is the Java SE runtime environment installed onto your computer. Okay, so after we've installed the JDK and the JRE, we're gonna wanna set up our Windows environment variables. So this step only works on Windows machines. Look up how it works on Mac and Linux if you're on those. But if you're on Windows like me, then hop on down to this search bar, get to the search bar, and type in advanced, and click on view advanced system settings. And by the way, the reason why we're actually doing this is to allow the PC to utilize Java when coding the mod and just anything else really. So make sure that you're on the Advanced tab here and click on Environment Variables. Okay, so this is pretty dangerous things right here, so do not delete or edit any of these except for the ones that I'm about to show you. So, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to edit the path one. But before we do that, we need to do something first. So we're going to want to find where we want the Java development kit to be utilized. So we're just going to go into the File Explorer, your C drive, program files without the x86, and then open up the Java folder. And then after that, you're going to open up JDK, make sure it's JDK, and then open up the one that also says bin. Okay, so this is the area of interest. So once you've reached here, you're gonna click on this little top bar here, and you're gonna copy this bit of text. So you're just gonna hover over copy. Gonna minimize this. You're gonna find the system variable that says path. So you're gonna highlight it, and then you're gonna click edit. Okay, so now that you're here, you're gonna wanna click new, and then type the thing that you just put in. So just paste the thing that you just copied, so just paste the JDK bin thing, and then just click outside of it, like in here, to allow it to become a environment variable. So now that it's there, you're just gonna want to click OK. And now we're just gonna check to see if it's there. So just go to path, edit, and yep, we can see it's there. And just click OK again. So now we're actually gonna want to create our Java_home variable, so our computer will be able to, use Java. So click on New here, and call the variable Java, in all caps, _ home. Okay, so this is what you want to call it. And then for the value, you want to paste the thing you put in, except delete the bin part. So just delete the bin and this little backslash here. Okay, so this is what you want the Java home to be. And it should end in the JDK 172 part with no backslash. Just hit OK after that. And you can see that we have our Java home here. So, oh, there it is. So our Java home is now created. And we're just gonna go back into path and have a look-see here. And yep, it is there. So just click OK. And for the Java home, yep, edit, yep, it is all perfectly fine. So now we just make sure you've got the right path, like the right file path for the path one and the Java_home. Now just hit OK and OK again. And now you've just sorted out a Java development kit on your PC. Now that we're done with all the Java shenanigans, it should be much easier to actually work on the mod. Now we're going to install Eclipse, and Eclipse is basically the interface where you will do most, and if not all, of your coding. So click on the link in the description, the description that says Eclipse, and it should bring you to this page here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hit download, and then it'll say, oh, thank you for downloading Eclipse, a newsletter. Don't click that, or like a donation thing. You don't really have to, but you can if you want. It's a free program, so it'll just download in the bottom left. And once it's downloaded, you're just gonna run the installer here, and just wait for it to open up. So here we go, it says Eclipse installer, and it should bring you to a page, yeah, like this. So it's gonna have a bunch of coding languages that Eclipse can be used for. You're gonna click Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So it's the one with the little present, the purple, and the green circles. And you're just gonna click on it. And you don't really have to change any of this stuff. You're just gonna click install. And we're just gonna wait a bit here, and yeah. So you're gonna accept the license agreement, and Eclipse is gonna install. So I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so now it should say installation completed successfully, and you just want to X out of the program now. So it'll be like, oh, do you want to launch it? Just hit no. We're gonna come back to it eventually. And so yeah, now we have Eclipse downloaded and installed. Okay, so after you've completed all of that, the final step in setting up the workspace for your mod is to set up the Minecraft Forge development kit, so that we can code with and for Forge. So click on the link in the description that says Minecraft Forge, and it should bring you to this page right here. Now you're gonna want to download the 1.12.2 recommended version, not the latest, the recommended, and download the one that says MDK. So you just want to click on this, and then it'll bring you to this weird ad focus page. Whoops, that's just the little thing that I installed to keep me away from malicious sites. But there should be some kind of weird ad thing here. Don't click on it, just wait a few seconds and just click skip in the top right hand corner. So just hit skip, and it should download this zip file here that contains all the files necessary. So you're gonna open it up, and you'll see all these files in here that you've just downloaded. So you're just gonna minimize this for now, and you're going to want to create a new folder on your desktop. So I'm going to name mine something like on the lines of, I don't know, Minecraft modding. Okay, so just make a folder that says Minecraft modding on it, and then just make a folder inside that folder that has the name of your mod on it. So I'm just going to put tutorial mod. You can put anything you like, but I'm just going to put tutorial mod. And inside the tutorial mod folder is where you're going to want to drag all the things that you just downloaded. So just highlight them all and just drag and drop into your tutorial mod folder, into your mod folder. And now you'll see all these files. So now you can just X out of this, you don't need it anymore. What you're gonna want to do now is you're gonna hover over this little box here, click on it, and then copy this file path. Now, go into the search bar, type in CMD, and then click on the command prompt. And now once you have this big black box here, you're gonna wanna type in CD space, and then paste the thing that you just copied, and then click enter. So now command prompt has selected this folder. So now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna type gradlew setup with a lowercase s, decomp with a capital D, workspace. Okay, so gradlew setup decomp workspace. And it should do this little thing where it's like, and like setting up the folder. Yours will probably take quite a while longer than mine, so yours will probably take like, oh wait, mine's starting it from scratch, of course. Oh wait, nope, never mind. So mine's gonna take like 30 seconds, yours will probably take a few minutes, so just wait for that to complete, and I'll catch you back when this is complete. Okay, there we go. Now it says build successful and the time that it took to actually complete it. So now that that's done, you're gonna type gradlew space eclipse and then hit enter. And it should set up the workspace specifically for Eclipse. So I'll be back when this is done. Okay, now it's build successful and the time it took. So now we have our mod folder all set up. So there's a ton more files in here. And now we could just close the command prompt. And now we are all set for the first running of Eclipse. So we're just gonna double click on the Eclipse logo. Here we go, Eclipse is loading now. And we are just going to click and select our workspace. So we're just gonna hit browse, Minecraft modding, tutorial mod, and then hit the Eclipse folder, and then click OK. And now when we hit launch, it should bring us right into our workspace. Here we go. So this is where you are going to be doing most of your coding. So this is the MDK example folder. And all these files in here are going to be edited in the next version, in the next episode of this tutorial. And we're going to create some new files and edit these ones in the next episode of the Minecraft modding tutorial 1.12.2. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye!